So what I'm about to say in this video is about to be super controversial probably, and probably will seem like I'm just this person with no heart or whatever the case is, but it is what it is. I'm being obedient and just I got to say the facts on this story, okay? So I saw this video essentially says that, and I haven't watched it yet, but I already know what's about to what's going down on this. All right. She traveled to Miami for plastic surgery and hours later while at recovery house. That whole sentence within itself is trash, but I'm gonna let you know how I feel about this after the video.
Well, tonight, only on 6, we are hearing from the family of a young mother who came to Miami from Las Vegas for a cosmetic
Nah, beautiful
procedure and
baby.
died hours later inside a home advertising as a post-surgery recovery house.
NBC6 investigative reporter Amy Viteri spoke with the woman's mother and has why she is calling for change to keep others safe. Monique's mother, Wakila, tells me she wants to share her daughter's story, but asks not to show her face on camera in an effort to protect her privacy as she mourns the loss of her first child. It is supposed to be an adventure documented on social media. Two sisters traveling to South Florida from Nevada to get cosmetic surgery and recover together.
What's up with these sisters?
Their mother, 28-year-old Monique Miller, and her 19-year-old sister Kiera both underwent procedures at a Vanity plastic surgery clinic on West Flagler Street in early March.
What's the procedure?
Afterward, she says they came here to a business operating out of this home on Southwest 4th Street called Kayla's Recovery House. According to their family, the sisters learned of this so-called recovery house through social media, and that's how they decided to stay here following their surgery. But Monique never made it home.
I have to remind myself every day that this is real. Monique is not coming back.
Monique's mother, Wakila, tells me she wants to share her daughter's story. Monique was a new mother herself to a 1-year-old girl.
My daughter's supposed to be here with her daughter, and unfortunately she's not.
Instead, according to this Miami police report, officers and fire rescue crews responded to the house the night of March 7th, which they say was operating as an illegal post-plastic surgery recovery home. Inside, they found Monique already dead and showing signs of rigor mortis, an indication she had likely been dead for hours. They described her as having a bandage face down on a bed.
From what Kiera was saying, that a muscle was given and possibly multiple Percocets.
Her sister Kiera also told police staff gave Monique medication, which is redacted in this report. She went to sleep, but never woke up.
First, the response was, she's fine, nothing is wrong. But once they realized that she had passed away, then it wasn't that they treated it like an emergency, but panic started to set in.
To be clear, we don't know yet what exactly caused Monique's. At this time, the medical examiner has not linked any medication to Monique's and is still working to determine what exactly caused Monique's.
That's correct.
I've been attorney for the woman who runs Kayla's Recovery, Kayla Oliver, to ask about all of this. He told us we don't comment on pending investigations.
Someone like you have been reporting on this for 4 years. So where's the legislation? Where's the follow-up?
We previously reported on the growing number of unlicensed recovery houses operating in South Florida, the law enforcement efforts to shut them down, and calls for tougher laws.
Monique is not a terrorist, and I hope that she really is the last that this happens to.
Wakila says the state has an obligation to enact policies that protect the women who travel here for cosmetic procedures, women like her daughter.
It is a victim. A little girl is not with her mother today.
We reached out to Ivana, the clinic where Monique had her surgery, but have not yet heard back. Miami police say her remains under investigation. Amy Viteri, NBC6 News.
So I didn't watch that video, so I just watched that with y'all. At the end of the day, of course, sorry that this happened. I don't want nobody to go through these things. And that's why I'm about to say what I'm about to say. In the beginning of this whole thing, the whole thing was selfish. Of course, the mother's going to say, oh, now she has a daughter that now doesn't have a child and whatnot the case. But if you are a mother, especially, and you opt in to go do a surgery and go under the knife for something that isn't necessary, you're very much so selfish, and you already chose that you are okay with leaving your children behind when going to do these surgeries, okay? Whether it be underneath the knife or at the recovery house, okay? You're literally fighting, your body is fighting, you're fighting for your life at that point because you just underwent major surgery. You just put some type of foreign object or made changes to your body. So now your body is in heal mode, and now you're in pain, and now you're susceptible to infection. These are all things that accommodate plastic surgery, okay? This isn't the first story, and as long as this world keeps going down the evil path that it is, which God has already let us know, this isn't going to be the last. And I just want to point out a few things in the video. Of course, they always show the picture of the family with the Christmas tree in the back. First and foremost, Christmas is a pagan holiday. Okay, why does that matter? People think you're crazy. They've put the system together so well that people that are talking the truth sound wild. But if you are celebrating these pagan holidays, traditions of these people, you don't know what you're letting into your home, into your family, the spirits that are you are welcoming into your house, into your life. Number two, the girl was typing in the close up. Now, I don't know if this was true or not. I just felt led to at least mention it. Wedding rings, I heard that is something of that has something to do with worship. If you look at the pagan origins of it, worshiping some type of false god or something like that. And I'm just saying, I don't know if this is real or not, but I don't know about you, but I just love to stay on the side of being cautionary, okay? If listen, a ring is a ring. I'm not gonna trip over no ring, okay? So if it don't have to be done, then let it not be, because a lot of the stuff that weddings have and stuff like that are vanity for vanity anyway. And if there's actual statistics of couples who do all of that extra stuff end up divorcing anyway. And I had heard that there was a man that has seen people who had wedding rings on getting their fingers chopped off in hell, and that joint regrowing back and then getting chopped right back off. So I'm not saying that that is, the case. I don't know. Okay. I do not know. I'm still learning. I'm still, on this path or whatnot. But if it's something to think about, at least. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's not. And if you notice the big bunny rabbit in one of the pictures, that's also another pagan holiday, Easter, which celebrates even what the whole video is about. But we also have to think about the fact that if you do that, yes, it is a selfish thing to do at the end of the day. And it's like, I can't, knowing the truth and the facts of the situation, it's like, I cannot feel sorry for you. If you're the husband, if you're the family member, if you are a family member and you telling me you about to go get plastic surgery, I'm not really messing with you now. Because now it's like, you don't care about how I feel. You don't care about any of that. You know what I'm saying? All the money that you just spent on that surgery now is definitely to waste because she's no longer with you. But then on top of that, you could have just saved money and went to a gym or get a home gym and work out. And the reason why I asked what was the surgery is because that plays an important role, because BBLs are one of the most lethal, one of the most dangerous surgeries. You don't have to be going on the operating table. You could be going afterwards. There's infection, all that type of different things. They don't talk about it because most people don't have followings and stuff like that where you'll see this, that, and the third. But we don't know. It could have been the amount of medications that they gave the woman. We don't know yet. And I'm gonna try to see what's going on with the story, if they have any updates or anything like that. It's just wild. It's sad. It's sad because the person that is really hurt is the child. I saw a little baby in there. I wonder if she just had a baby. And then on top of that, why are these sisters egging each other on to go do these surgeries? Are y'all like Thelma and Louise? Like, y'all just okay? maybe if we jump off the cliff in this car, we gonna survive. Like maybe we'll be able to be in the afterlife together and just like dance off into the hills. I do not know what be going through these women's heads. It's not the first person I've seen that them and their sister are gonna go get cosmetic surgery like they going to the spa. That's not what this is. Do you not realize that there's a chance that you do not wake up? And it really goes to show the level of arrogance and the level of just like what is going on. Like why are we promoting this? Why are women so unconfident? Okay? Why are our women feel the need that they can't even live unless they get a certain procedure done? Maybe she was getting some type of mommy makeover, which is completely evil. Like they market to moms because they know that your body changes a little bit after you give birth, or a lot of bit for some women. Okay, you gain weight, a little more weight here, or things aren't sitting the same. That's a part of motherhood. And that's why I reiterate, because it seemed like it was misinterpreted in one of the videos, is that you being a mother is a selfless act, whether or not you are doing it for selfish reasons. So even if you are doing it to you giving birth, or you getting ready, or you giving birth, or whatever the case is, because you want to use your child as a pawn, regardless, the body that you had before, now it's about to change. That you over here, you worried about getting your baby daddy mad, and your breast starts sitting a different way, or your butt starts sitting a different way. You start to realize, dang, my body is changing, because my body is going through these things because of this. It's not something that you are in control of. Okay, this is something that happens when your body is being used as a vessel for another, for a baby, for a little baby. Okay, that is very selfish to go get cosmetic surgery. You don't need to get, if you that's not something that's a necessity towards your living. That's not something that, if your body isn't, whatever the case is. And these women that get cosmetic surgery have mental illness, aka spiritual strongholds that are on them, that them feel like in order to be of value, they have to go get this thing done, instead of being with somebody who loves you regardless of your flaws physically, seeking really seeking the most high, and gaining that discernment, gaining an understanding, and getting his love, and reading your Bible. I recommend the King James version, even if it's a few pages a day, to understand what type time it is right now, and what type of situation, and the urgency that we are having to have right now, to understand that this isn't it. Okay. And then you could also talk to God about everything. Like you have the religious people that'll be like, oh, you got to be this and you got to be that, or whatever the case is, but at the same time, not even following, God's commands, and doing certain things. Not to say, I'm not saying I'm perfect and I'm the one. No, but I mean like willfully sinning and whatever the case is. You have those people that'll try to be like overly religious. You can talk to God about literally anything, any issues that you have. God, this, I used to look like this, whatever. Can you help me to achieve that look, or lose the weight, or make me look more attractive? You know what I'm saying? You could talk to him about those personable things that you can't even talk to your significant other about, that you can't even talk to your parents about. You can talk to him. He's listening. Okay, it's just that people, your faith, I know it's not easy, but that's the point. This is a test. He wants to see who is really for him and who's not, because from the very beginning, it from Eve biting that apple and starting this whole chain reaction, it's just been wild. And as a person, I I'm the same. I would want to know who's really for me and who's not. Okay, but with all that being said, if God loves me, he definitely loves you. Okay. I do have a book that God has put on me to basically get out there. If you are a mother, if you are expecting, if you are a husband a husband and your family, you're expecting another child in your family. This is basically a book with over a few hundred pages of value that basically is of the experiences that I went through my life dealing with the things that are going on in this world that are pinned against you, the pharmacia companies, the government, the different organizations and social systems set into place to bring down Eve. Why do you think that Satan wants Eve to be single so bad? Why do you think that Satan wants Adam to be locked up in these prisons so bad? So even if you are a single mom as well, you are in this thing. I have put a lot of value into this book and am currently adding even more. Even if you do make the purchase, I always update it so you'll have access to new information, different things like birth certificate situation, and how to give your child more of an opportunity in this world as far as leaving them a great legacy and also protecting them from the toxins, the things that they try to induce on your. Okay, things I can't really talk about on these platforms. But if you do want to show your support and gain a whole bunch of value, the link is in the description. I just want to say, I hope that you're going into your purpose that God has given you. Be blessed. Like content like this, subscribe. If you made it all the way here, you a real one. Subscribe, like, share the video if you think this message is supposed to make it to more eyeballs and more ears. Be blessed.